A question. How did Jeffrey Epstein get rich? I'm dead serious. Nobody knows. He had no business, he had no product, he had no stocks you could trace, but he had a private island. He had a private jet. He had a $77 million mansion in New York. And his guest list? Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Bill Gates, Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk. A high school math teacher with no financial background, with no college degree, sitting at the table with the most powerful people on earth. How? Everyone thinks Epstein was just a sex trafficker, but if he was just a trafficker, why were the most powerful people in the world afraid of him? The answer is far darker. Epstein grew up in Brooklyn. He was extraordinarily intelligent. Without a college degree, he got hired at the most elite school in New York, Dalton School, a place where billionaires' children went to study. He saw what the wealthy truly fear: scandal. But a man whose name is carved on buildings, that man will do anything to keep a secret from getting out, and he built a system out of it. Listen, Epstein was not an investor, not a banker, not even a con artist in the traditional sense. Epstein was a leverage architect. Here's how his system worked. Phase 1, attraction. Lavish parties, a private island. You want to have dinner with a former president? Epstein invites you. Phase 2, contamination. At those parties, things happened. Things that, if they ever came to light, would end lives. Phase 3, recording. Epstein's houses in New York and Little St. James were filled with hidden cameras. Bedrooms, bathrooms, everywhere. The FBI found thousands of hours of footage after his arrest. Thousands. Phase 4, leverage. He no longer needed to ask anyone for money. He just needed to exist. And that knowing alone was enough. Bill Gates was asked after his divorce why he had a relationship with Epstein. His answer? I made a mistake. But he never said what the mistake actually was. Now think about this. A man with no job, yet billionaires gave him money. Scientists were guests on his island. Why? Because Epstein had something more powerful than money. Information. Information that destroys lives. And that was exactly his business model. Selling safety to the very people who had handed him their safety in the first place. But here's where it gets truly dark. Epstein didn't force anyone. He made them walk in by themselves, smiling. I'm not telling you this so you can play the game. I'm telling you so you never fall for it again. Trick 1, the golden trap. Epstein flew people to his island. Free jet, free mansion, free everything. Nobody asked questions. Because your brain doesn't look for danger inside paradise. That friend who always pays for dinner, that boss who gives you a bonus you didn't earn, that's not kindness, that's investment. The fix? Ask one question. What does this person gain from my presence? If you can't find the answer, you are the answer. Trick 2, the slow poison. Court documents showed the same pattern. Day 1, a massage. Day 2, something more. Day 3, something you can never take back. Each step was small enough to say yes to. Together, they built a prison. That friend who first asked you to cover for him, then to lie, then something worse. You can't say no now because saying no means admitting you should have said no from the start. The fix? Never judge a favor by its size. Judge it by its direction. If every small ask pulls you further from who you are, stop. Trick 3, the room full of kings. Flight logs showed Clinton took 26 trips on Epstein's jet. Hawking visited his island. Princes, CEOs. If they're okay with this, it must be fine, right? Wrong. You didn't trust Epstein. You trusted the crowd. The crowd was the trap. The fix? If I were alone, would I still make this choice? If no, the room is deciding for you. Leave. Trick 4, the invisible cage. Epstein's mansion had cameras everywhere. He never told anyone. He just smiled a certain way, mentioned something only you should know, and you understood. He has it, and you will do anything to keep it buried. The fix? The cage only works if you're afraid. Own your truth before someone uses it against you. A secret you've told is no longer a weapon. These tricks are older than Epstein, older than any empire. The only difference is now you see them, and a trap you can see is a trap you can walk around. Epstein died in his cell, officially suicide. The prison cameras malfunctioned that night. Both guards had fallen asleep. Coincidence? The full guest list has never been released, and every time something leaks, it's censored, redacted, buried. Who is blocking this? The same people who write the laws. Are they hiding something, or are they hiding everything? Until the next video, another hidden system, another law of power that you were never meant to see.